As an entrepreneur, you would need to be familiar with many laws that govern your particular business and businesses in general. In addition to that, you should be familiar with laws that apply to you as an individual. In this course, we will go over some of the laws you need to be familiar with so that you will not only be aware, but that you will have a basic understanding. The United States Constitution is considered the supreme law of the United States of America. The Constitution is made up of articles and amendments that explain how the government should be structured and what rights are given to those protected under the Constitution. In addition to the United States Constitution, each state have their own constitutions. So there are a total of 51 constitutions in the United States of America. Just as the U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the United States of America, each state constitution is the supreme law of that particular state. The Constitution established 3 branches of government. They are the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Each branch is responsible for creating laws, although it may not be referred to as laws. The United States and each of the 50 states have a legislative body. The legislative body is composed of 2 groups normally referred to as the Senate and House of Representatives. In some states, it's the Senate and Assembly. No matter what they're referred to, they are responsible for creating a specific type of law called statutes. Statutes are detailed laws that the Constitution did not specifically address. In order of importance and authority, the Constitution comes first and statutes are next. The United States and each of the 50 states have an executive body. On the federal level, the head of the executive body is referred to as the president. On the state level, the head of the executive bodies are referred to as governors. There are many parts and agencies that make up the executive body. Although the executive bodies must adhere to the Constitution and the statutes, they also create laws known as regulations. These regulations must be supported by the Constitution, and these regulations will be strictly enforced. The United States and each of the 50 states have a judicial body as well. The judicial bodies are referred to as the court system. The highest court of the United States of America is the Supreme Court of the United States. This court has 9 judges, known as justices, that hear matters of jurisdiction that are presented. All constitutional matters will be heard in this court. Whatever the justices decide about a particular case, that decision will create a new law known as case law. On the federal level, there are other courts inferior to the Supreme Court that focus on their own subject matter and personal jurisdictions, and they as well have the power to create case law. The same applies on the state level. Each state have their own high court, whether it be referred to as supreme or not, and inferior courts that operate under subject matter and personal jurisdiction and can create case law for their respective states. All 3 branches of government have much more complex functions. However, this is a basic introduction to how they function as far as law is concerned. As a business owner, you will be affected by the laws of each of the 3 branches on the federal level as well as the state level. Not all law that applies to business is created by government authorities. As we shall see in the next lesson, there are laws that were created by ordinary people who wanted to improve the way business is conducted throughout the United States of America. What started out as a suggestion was eventually adopted by many states and has authority that even rivals that of the Constitution. As we wrap up this lesson, consider the following questions. What is the supreme law of the United States of America? What are the 3 branches of government?